Peace, everybody. This is I got a few minutes left. I got about 20 minutes before I get on my yearly conference building. My build, conference we build with each other, going over different things and improving our processes. I just want to see what questions you guys got this morning. I'm feeling generous this morning. Some of you got questions. I get them in the in my inbox and on my YouTube channels. So I think this is a perfect time as people get used to me doing these live videos like that. They'll get to come on a little more often and get their questions answered. So here it is. I got GJG. Can I still get in class? Yes, you in class now. I'm looking at you, GJB Thunder. If you got a question, ask it now. I got about 25 minutes to do this because I got to get on my yearly conference. We were supposed to be in Dallas, but one of the brothers got ill, and so we decided to do it by Zoom. It's working out. I'm kind of liking this old Zoom format. I know who it is. Dax. I know exactly who it is. So, got one brother on. Come on in. Let's get him in there. I'm gonna talk. I gotta pick a schedule when I'll do these Zoom lives. I was trying to figure this thing out. And I finally got it figured out. So I'm gonna start doing live events, from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the vibe. And I'll probably be doing my show from this format as well. So I just gotta, how when you're doing new technology, you gotta get used to it, and the all of the buttons and stuff like that. So no questions. I had to cough there a little bit. Didn't want to cough on camera. Let me get me something to drink. It's crazy how when I'm not available, I get all the questions. Now I'm available, no questions. I know people trying to get used to me doing this, so. And it's early Saturday morning, so they're about to get into their Saturday thing. No questions. Man, I guess I'll be teaching very well. Y'all know y'all stuff. Well, let me go to some of the questions I get a lot on. How do I know Dax said his their brain not working right now. Too early. Man, come on. How do I know if I get my passport as a national that I got my passport as a national? Well, one of the things, I got a video. It's a video on YouTube that I have available, and it says, how does my passport look as a national? Go to that video, watch it. It tells you specifically that basically your passport is going to look the same way. You're not going to see any differences. Now, keep in mind, you did the application different from when you did it before. So your real passport is the application. So you're going to order an authenticated copy of that application as proof that you filed your application as a national. You see? So keep that in mind. You're not going to get a book. Oh, look, because you know why? Because a lot of people show off. Oh, I got my passport in national. Look. They want to show it off. But it's all about the paperwork and putting it on the record. Somebody said, what is the difference between all caps and upper and lower? Oh, wow. Great question. All caps signifies that you're dead. You're a business. It's an acronym. That's what it signifies. Actually, I got it. I got the document up. The Texas Law Review Manual. Let me share the screen on that. All right, you should be looking at the Texas Law Review Manual. I'm working off two screens, so here we are. There it is. Let's go to the beginning. This is just a few pages out of it. This is when people get the templates, they're going to get this. And it shows you how to style things. And the court is putting your name in all caps, but these manuals are telling them that they're not supposed to have it in all caps. It says Texas Law Review Manual on Usage and Style, 14th edition. You can actually buy this off of Amazon. Capitalization. This is how they're supposed to style things. Proper nouns and common nouns, 3.01 general rule. A, capitalize all proper nouns. Proper nouns include the names and specific persons, places, and things, such as 1, organizations, 2, national and ethnic groups, except racial groups defined by color, religious groups, 4, languages, and 5, artistic or academic works. Do not capitalize common nouns, i.e., nouns that are not proper nouns. So consult a dictionary when in doubt about whether a noun is a proper noun. So we know what a noun is: person, place, or thing, something like to that effect, right? So it's saying, example, the Guadalupe River. So you got Guadalupe, the first letter is capitalized, and river, the R is capitalized. And then you got the University of Wisconsin, any university. It's showing you how to properly style things. So why, when you go to court, why do you get your driver's license? Why on your passport they have it capitalized? Because they have turned that into a business and actually monetize those things. You can actually get a QSIP number off your driver's license and see what they're making off of that. These are the things they don't want you to know. So that's the difference. You got to understand, a lot of people believe that it's 26 letters in the alphabet. It's actually 52. You got 26 capital, all caps, and 26 lower. You know in school when the teacher showed you the letters, you had the right letter, had the uppercase A and the lowercase a. So law is precise, and if they're putting that on the paper as all caps, you need to be addressing that. Say, wait a minute, hold up. We're not talking about the same thing here. That does not identify me. This is why when you go to court, they always have, let me see your driver's license. They want to see the all cap. They want to see if the defendant, which is the all cap, has entered the room. And you're going to they're going to treat you and make you the trustee or make you responsible for whatever they tax that entity for. That's what's going on, people. All right. Any other questions? Well, Dax, when you're saying, can I still get in the class, the big membership class, I thought you was already in that. I thought you've been getting the invites, bro. You talking about for people that don't know, I got a premium membership class that I hold once a month, going over some more in-depth things like recoupment, on your 1041s with your tax, your trust, how to set up your trust properly, how to bank with your trust, and the national thing. Yeah, you're on there, bro. I'll go back and double check because we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and I know I put you in there. But I will check again. And send you all the old meetings. Every Sunday at 12 noon. Well, not every Sunday, every second Sunday of the month, depending on what group you're in. What can we put on section 19 of the passport app? Oh, you section 19. What does that say? Section 19. What is it? What does it read it? I don't have a passport application up. So let me go find a DS11. Hang on. All right. Let's go here. DS. If you want tutelage on your passport, you would have to get into my class where I go over 30-minute Zoom video personally with you and show you how to fill that thing out properly as a national. But I'm gonna look at this question. 19. Permanent. Oh, you put the rule-free delivery address there. Well, yeah, your permanent address should be your rule-free delivery address. In care of rule-free delivery, then put the city, state, and zip code in boxes. There you go. All right. That's all I'm answering on passport application. I'm not answering specific questions on how to fill that out because that is a process that I reserve for people who want to invest in their freedom. What can we put on sale? Okay, the 9-digit number will be different from the first passport if you had one before, but it's not the same passport because you filled it out the right way. Correct. You're right. I need that for 2021. Permanent address. Okay, I just answered that. All right. Rule free. Spell it out. Spell it out. Spell it all the way out. Any zip codes you put on there, I would put them. I would put. You could put zeros for the zip code or nines, 99998. Don't put that actual, in where you're doing the rule free. They know who you are. Remember, when you're filling these things out, they doing for facial recognition. They doing everything. They know everything you're doing, and they know who you are. So that's why people are getting in trouble now. Since we're on that passport topic, don't get caught up not putting that social on the app. Now, remember, you can identify in your explanatory statements as saying that that number was issued to the all caps, but not to the proper name, which is your upper and lower. You can actually add that into your explanatory statements to give clarity and separation from that social. Now, I just gave y'all a high level tidbit there. Who else? Yep. TJ, most deaf. Any more questions? Remember, I only got a short amount of time here. I got to get on another meeting. I just was playing around with Zoom for YouTube and wanted to test out this live streaming, and I'm seeing it's working great. Well, since I got no question, let me go back to this name change. The person was asking me about. All right. Now, it said trade and brand names. Follow a trade or brand names irregular capitalization style. Do not set the name in all lowercase or in all capitals, unless in the case of all capitals, the name is an acronym or initialism. So it's telling you that the only way something should be all caps is if it's an acronym or initialism. So they're creating an entity in these cases that they can transact business with. So it's an acronym for your actual name. All those but they're giving you all of the letters and giving you a semblance of it being you to fool you. You know what I'm saying? What information? I didn't give out too much. I'm not. Listen, it's so many people teaching on the passport now since I've been teaching it. There's certain things that just common knowledge that it's not even a big deal. But when we talk about getting into the details of my actual passport affidavit, that's a whole nother thing, because what people don't know that's actually copywritten. And I've seen where people have given that affidavit out and come at. I had somebody actually come at me and say, "Hey, yeah, it looked like you got my affidavit. They got it from somewhere else, but this looks like mine because it's got this symbol on it. It's the copyright symbol." I say, "Do you understand that copyright symbol that's on it is mine? It's my copyright symbol, you know?" So, yeah, you go look it up. Go look up the numbers. But how to record Zoom? If you host a meeting, you just hit the record button. Someone said, "Can I do the money ritual now? Does it still have the same effect?" Yes. Any ritual you do for your prosperity, it has the same effect. It's just the reason why I do it on that night, because that's a new corporate year, commercial year, that's for businesses. So I do it on that night because the energy is so high and people wishing in good mood. It just makes that ritual work, have a deeper effect. But any ritual you do any day, remember, you're the God in your life. You orchestrate it. So when you want to do your ritual, do your rituals. Don't think that it's not going to have the same effect as when doing it with other people. It will. It's just good to have that wherever two is touch and agree, there I will be. It just add that extra. So just get your family and y'all get together. That'll be two and touching and agreeing, and do y'all ritual. And then you can touch and agree on some other things, if you know what I mean. With your woman or something like that. Yeah, just go ahead and do that. Any more questions? Got a few minutes left. So they're telling you name change is an acronym. Personal name, C. Capitalize a person's name according to that person's preferences. So you go to court and they want to make your name one. Wait, ho. This is my preference here. Now, until you fix this, then we can move forward. See, remember, let me help y'all understand something about these codes and statutes. Let me ask you, when did you take an oath to the Constitution? When did you take an oath to uphold codes and statutes? When did you? So basically, when you're going into court, you are totally foreign. You are ignorant to those things because you never read those laws. You never studied those laws that they're trying to hold you against. You have no firsthand knowledge of the laws. So how can you plead guilty or not guilty to any of these things? Huh? How is that fair? You don't know, but they want to hold you responsible for a contract you never signed. Remember, everything's by consent. I'm giving y'all some hints. Like, they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. Yet maybe that's true. But first of all, these laws are written by contract. Most state laws, or just about all of them, are mimicked off of the federal. And remember, Section 8 of the Constitution says that the United States has exclusive jurisdiction not to exceed 10 miles square, but by cession of a particular state. When cession means the formal giving of the rights of a state. So when did you give up your rights? This is why they don't want you signing all rights reserves on certain applications. When you sign that, no, you got to come give it back to me without this verbiage. Why is that important? Because they want to take your rights. And your rights is right to contract. Into a contract. You didn't enter a contract with these codes and statutes. You didn't enter into a contract to be responsible for their victimless loss. You didn't. And you have to understand that part. You have no contract to fulfill any obligation that the Congress makes up down there in the District of Columbia. Somebody said, does the birth certificate make it that way? What exactly are you talking about? Like when you guys hear me, it's on a slight delay. So, and I've said a lot. So, what does that mean? Does the birth certificate make it that way? What specifically are you talking about? That's right. New Year's is March 21st. I am going to put that in my calendar for me to do a ritual that day, and I'll be inviting you guys to join me on that. Yeah, if y'all like what I'm doing, hit the like button because it increases the amount of people to get to see this, to come and ask these questions. Does the birth certificate make it that way? I want to answer that question before I go. What is that? Make it to where you are agreeing to the laws unknowingly. No, it does not. Okay. What you're forgetting is this. Who your mom fills out that thing as a affiant, meaning she knows the facts. She has firsthand knowledge. She doesn't feel as the mother. So you're a baby. Babies are not able to contract with anybody. See, they get what you got implied consent on you. Or, just some type of, when that's why they want you to fill out these applications. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. Okay. Now you're in the jurisdiction of that 10-mile square. Now we got you. Oh, are you black? Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. You just labeled yourself one of our titles, our U.S. citizen titles. Are you white? Yes. Okay. We got you again. All of these little things that they have on those papers gives them the jurisdiction when you're saying that. And they're not going to argue with you. Why? Because you have the right to self-identify. So you self-identified as U.S. citizen by saying black, African American, white, and all these other titles. You want to identify yourself as something they're not identifying, that they don't have control. See, they don't have jurisdiction over certain entities. The people, the American, the Aboriginal American national, more American national. You remember, if you really did your due diligence and study, Moor/Indian was the same thing. It was Moor first, and then they started saying Indian. Then once they got the Indian, they started Negro, then colored. See, when you realize that you're living in a mirror image and you're on the wrong side of that mirror image, when you start looking at dictionaries and you start looking at things and you see black is really meaning pale, then when you see Casablanca, Blanca is another word for black. Huh? Casablanca means White House, right? Y'all do know that, right? Yeah. See, when you start seeing these words, how they played them and they just reversed, we are dealing with the biggest identity theft issue against the indigenous people ever in history. Okay, I'm asking because I'm trying to gain clarity on authenticating it. Oh, okay. Yeah, authenticating the birth certificate is important as to you separating yourself from the in-legus or straw man, showing that you're not that. Oh, that's the path. So authenticating the birth certificate is good, but it doesn't put you in contract with those codes and statutes. Remember, let's look at it this way. When people come to this country and they want to become a U.S. citizen, what do they have to do? Take an oath. When did you do that? Being born indigenous to this land. When did you ever take that oath? Lenape, yeah, that's a good one. Lenape, American national. When did you take this oath? You never did. And what you did was you let people call you something and you never went back and checked. and see what the hell are you calling me? What does this mean to be called black? What does this mean to be called African American? What does this mean to be called white? White was never meant to be considered a color. Never was. It was meant to be considered a status, because when they started allowing what we call white now in, they called them free white persons. That was a status, giving them the status, because Moors were free white persons or free white people. Yeah, it was never meant to be identified by the color of your skin. When you start studying things, someone said, my research, thanks to your teaching, I have found that I am Spanish American Indian and my wife is Mexican American Indian. Thanks. Yeah, there you go. You got to remember, well, a lot of this country was Mexico at one point. Yeah, that's why Mexico got states just like we do. They have a constitution just like we do. As a matter of fact, you already know that the Constitution that we have now it came off of your ancestors' Constitution. That's a fact. Let's go back to my other videos. See, the whole thing is to make y'all believe y'all something else. Make y'all believe y'all the mirror image, the negative mirror image, the opposite of what you really are. That's the whole deal. You see? That's right. Study, study, study. Study. See, when you look at all of the menus, when you start saying American is never mentioned in any IRS manual. They say U.S. citizen or non-resident alien. That's who's responsible for those things. So you must be identified as your true proper name, true proper status. Name is status. Name is status all the way. Yeah, somebody, whoever, son of the true king, it's Akeem with an M. You had it almost right. There it is. There's the name. That's how it's spelled right there. All right, couple of more questions, and I gotta go. Come on, get them out. I'm trying to get y'all questions, because I don't get email after email. You know what it is? It might be y'all too private. Y'all think y'all problems are different from everybody else's. I hear, I talk to different people, different voices, men, women, and every problem is pretty much the same. So when y'all get on here and ask questions, you're not embarrassing yourself, because everybody else got the same issue. You're actually helping. It's different face, different tone of voice, high pitch, low pitch, but same issues. Because we're dealing with the same devil. Now, let me clear up this devil thing. You know, I got to give y'all a little preaching. There's only one main devil in your life, and that's you. Because our own minds can be an enemy to our own progress. You know, on all levels. You know, we say we want to do things, but we choose to watch TV or do other things instead. We allow people to distract us from what we need to do. You know, you want to be the God in your life, not the devil. The Bible is very clear on that. You are gods. It's written in the law that we are gods, children of the Most High. And we in. That's definitely. Yeah, I like those mound builders. Yeah, La Florida Mobilians. It was a typo. I'm on my cell. No problem, brother. I accept that. How to record Zoom class. I record them, and if you're in the private membership, then I send them out. You should have the old ones, but you won't be able to record if you're in my meeting. But if you hold your own meeting, you can record your meetings. I don't know what you're asking completely there. All right, I got 5 minutes. I got to get off. I got to get into my yearly power building class. Thanks for joining. Hit the like for me. I don't like to beg for likes really, but I just want more people to get familiar with this. So we can put 999. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And they'll say, well, they'll try to change it. Don't let them change anything. You just tell them, hey, I'm doing this according to the acts and conditions. Uh, the listen, Department of State know where you are. Trust me, they got tabs. Is a non-citizen national within the jurisdiction of the United States? Absolutely. And go to my video, non-citizen national. I break that down. You see, they're not specific. Non-citizen national of what? See, they use words to make you think, oh, I need that non-citizen national. No. You got to go read these things very carefully. You can my premium meetings. No, the power meetings. No, that's a private club between about 12 or 13 of us. That's something separate. No, that's premium meetings is by membership only. That's on my website, akimel.com. I'll put that in the chat where I go deep and really help y'all get some true freedom. When it comes to your estate planning and stuff. Okay. They sent you, you didn't put it. I don't know. I never got that. They sent you. You said, I'm asking again because they sent me a letter saying I didn't put my street address and zip code. I filled it out. Now, if you put that on the mailing address, they might send that to you. But the permanent address, you're supposed to put rural free delivery. The mailing address is where you want the document mailed. So you're going to have to put an actual desk there. So, yeah. All right. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. I look to doing this again.